Hello everybody, StarLord here, and welcome into another Figbarf video. Most of these are upgraded versions of figures I've already made, and a couple are figures I didn't end up including in past videos. But anyway, let's get started. First up is StarLord, who I made in my first Urk-Verse Guardians of the Galaxy video on June 20th, 2020. His hair's Mud Trooper Han Solo's, and his head is Ghosts from Ant-Man and the Wasp. I actually wanted to use that head the first time I made this guy, but I was worried people wouldn't realize it was StarLord based on the thumbnail, so I ended up using the StarLord head from Mighty Micros instead. Anyway, his torso is still the Gamer Kids from LEGO Dimensions, his arms are Robin's from the LEGO Batman movie, and his hands are dark brown ones. His legs are Han Solo's from The Force Awakens, and I also gave him his blasters in flat silver. Next up is Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb, who I made in his own video on August 19th, 2020. His hair's Tracers from Overwatch, and that head is Sandman's from Mighty Micros. His torso is Dr. Wu's from Jurassic World, but I gave him light nougat hands. That cloth piece is from a Snow Trooper, and his legs are Batman's from BVS. Here is Willy Wonka from Wonka, who I made in his own video on October 28th, 2021. His hair is Petunia Dursley's, and that head is Zombie Hunter Spidey's. His torso is from Bilbo Baggins. That cloth piece is from the newest Scarlet Witch minifigure, and his legs are Professor Sprout's. And then I gave him a dark brown bar to represent his cane, and a chocolate bar. Next up is Mr. Shark, who I made in my first Bad Guys video on July 7th, 2022. That shark headpiece is Victor Crumb's, and the head underneath is Orca's from the first LEGO Batman movie CMF series. I got his torso from a robber from Spider-Man Homecoming, but I gave him the video game guy's arms from Series 12 and light bluish gray hands. And then his legs are Batman's from BVS. Here is Toad, who I made in a Super Mario Bros. Movie video on April 15th, 2023. That mushroom piece is from the Series 25 Mushroom Sprite, and I got that head from an old Star Wars Rebel pilot. His torso is Nelson's from the first Simpsons CMF series, but I gave him light nougat arms and hands. His legs are from the Powerpuff Girls, and I gave him a frying pan. Next up is Batman's fireproof suit from the new Batman Adventures, which I wanted to make in my final Batman the Animated Series video on May 16th, 2023, but I didn't have the right pieces yet. Thank you to LEGO Nerd Purist Customs for suggesting this. He's using the new Batman cowl, and underneath is a plain black head. His torso is Electro Batman's, his arms are Sinestro's from the DC CMF series, and his legs are Blue Beetle's. Here is Dracula Mr. Burns, who got scrapped from my Treehouse of Horror CMF video, which came out on October 31st, 2023. Mooscoos3159 left this comment on that video, and I replied saying I'd include the figure in a future Figbarf video. His head is just the Mr. Burns one from the first Simpsons CMF series, and that robe piece is from the Series 9 Judge. That torso is a plain white one, but I gave him Captain Hook's arms from the first Disney CMF series and yellow hands, and then that dress piece is from a ghost from the Creator Haunted House set. And finally is Maya Lopez, who I made a couple weeks ago in my Echo video on January 9th, 2024. Her hair's MJ's from Far From Home, and that head is from the second Marvel CMF series. Her torso is Draco Malfoy's from the newest Harry Potter Advent Calendar, but I gave her Graves' arms from the first Harry Potter CMF series and medium tan hands. I took Homer's legs from the second Simpsons CMF series, and I replaced one of the legs with a prosthetic leg from the Series 25 Sprinter. I didn't have that figure when I made her the first time. Oh, and then I gave her a pistol piece. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for videos I should make in the future, please let me know down below, and I'll give you a shout out if I use your idea. Anyway, come back on Saturday for another cool video. See you then.